radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesianicristo.
Thank you so much for joining us here in INCRadio, Orange County, California. I'm one of our hosts for today. My name is Brother Julian Sistoso, and I'm from the local congregation of Anaheim. Today is currently Saturday, May 4th. The time is 10:02 in the morning. It's very gloomy out today. It's a more cloudy spring type of weather. It's actually 64 degrees outside. So for any of us that are tuning in Orange County, make sure to stay warm throughout the day. I'm not the only host joining with me today. I have.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sister Jaden Carlos, also from the locale of Anaheim. Happy to be hosting today.
All right. Thank you, Sister Jaden, for joining me today. We have a very, very exciting show. We are very excited to start the month of May with this show for us today. So, of course, we are broadcasting live in our district studio here in Anaheim in the District of Orange County, California. And of course, throughout our show, like normal, we'll be reading greetings and comments, of course, from all of our brethren tuning in. We have an on-air activity and a main discussion. But, I'm actually really excited to talk to our guests. So I think we'll go ahead and get started with our main discussion right away. If we could have our guest join us on the set. Okay. Welcome, Kuya. If you mind introducing yourself.
Good morning. My name is Rustan Domingo, local of Anaheim.
Anaheim. All right, Kuya Rustan, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
We're very excited to have you featured on our broadcast today. And actually, the topic of our broadcast is Be My Guest. Sister Jaden, would you mind going over what the theme of May is for our broadcast?
Of course. So for May, we're actually having the topic of entrepreneurs. So any brethren in our church who have any businesses or restaurants that they own, for us, we were blessed to have our brother Rustan, who is actually the owner and founder of his very own restaurant.
That's right. We also did just wanted to make known, Paul. None of the brands mentioned or names throughout today, not sponsored at all. But again, we are just highlighting one of the brothers in our district, and throughout the month as well, we will continue to do so. And again, not sponsored as well. So we'll go ahead and dive into our main discussion. If we could have our Kuya Tech pull up our on-air materials. But we just wanted to ask you, Kuya Rustan, right off the bat, if you don't mind sharing with us, what inspired you to start your own business?
Family, of course.
Family.
Friends and people.
Mm-hmm.
Family, of course, pushing you forward.
Right.
It's because of them. You want to go forward.
Right.
You inspire. Friends, of course, when you cook something and they encourage you.
Right.
Friends, family, and like our minister Kajun.
Of course.
Great cook, and it's very inspiring to be with him on district activities and cooking for the ministers as well.
Awesome. So it's the people that you're surrounded with, right?
Yes,
and it's like
yes.
Being able to cook for them. It's like showing that you're kind of taking care of them, right? You're able to spend that quality time together. So I mean, that's great that you were able to, it shows a lot about your personality and your character, right, Kuya? Like, if it shows how much you care about someone, that you're willing to go that step, you want to start a business. That's really awesome. I mean, so if you don't mind telling us, a little bit about your restaurant, like what's the name of your restaurant? Where is it located at?
Yeah, it's Lava Island. It's located in Mission Viejo. The reason why it's called Lava Island Barbecue is because we grill the food on lava rocks.
Oh,
so it's different than charcoal
Right.
or your regular fire.
wow.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
as
I
we can
didn't-
see here in the slideshow that's sharing, we see pictures of when it was first starting out, and then you actually provided me with these pictures.
Yes.
So we have merchandise. It looks like a very nice and clean interior.
It does. Wow.
How spacious is it, brother?
It's somewhere less than 1,200 square footage.
Okay. That's
Okay.
still pretty big
Yes,
though, right?
Yeah, but that's
Okay.
still, and you can see like all the cooking going on through the
Mhm.
glass windows over there.
Yes,
So
yes, yes.
that's pretty cool too.
That's awesome.
Speaking of cooking, ooh,
Oh,
that
there we
looks
go.
young. I
Look
mean,
at
I
the
know
lava
it's
rocks.
I know
Oh,
it's the
I'm hungry.
morning, but
Is it lunchtime yet?
yeah, it's making me want some barbecue right now.
I know.
I mean, like you said, Kajun, I see him firing up the grill sometimes at our
Yeah.
activities.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you two could be grill buddies maybe.
Always, always.
Awesome.
And so as we can see here in the picture, we have our food that you were talking about that's grilled on the lava rocks. Speaking of that, what are some of your favorite dishes to
Oof.
cook?
We have to stay the whole day, right? A couple more
Let's give
days
us
for
maybe
that.
your top three.
Um,
How about top three?
Yeah, top three
Top
dishes.
three, that's hard to do. Okay. I love grilling food.
Okay.
So I do love a good steak.
Steak.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Tomahawk,
Mhm.
prime rib.
Prime rib.
Wow.
Nice.
Definitely top one. Uh Top two. I always say I'm part Italian. I always say
Yeah.
because I love noodles. I learned how to cook noodles before I learned how to cook rice.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so back then when I was young, my uncle taught me how to cook noodles.
Noodles.
There was no rice. I think our meal was adobo. So I ate adobo with noodles.
Oh.
Just sprinkle a little
What?
olive oil, pepper, and salt, and
Oh.
it turned
Maybe,
out good.
Wow.
Yeah,
maybe you need to
yeah,
invest in some adobo pasta
yeah,
in the
yeah.
future.
If you haven't tried it already, maybe if you want to try pasta with your or noodles with your adobo, that
Yeah.
that sounds pretty good actually. And then what else?
Number
Number
three.
three.
Can dessert be
Sure.
Yes, of
Yes, of
course.
course.
Yes.
the dessert? Oh, again,
Right. We could go on
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
forever,
We
right?
can go on forever, but I made I that I really love. I made a coffee flan.
Coffee
Ooh, coffee
So
flan.
a leche
Flan.
flan, coffee infused.
Coffee infused
Yes,
leche
Wow.
flan.
it's really good. I mean, I love flan
That sounds
as
so
much as
good.
my wife loves flan as well.
Really
Yeah.
awesome. Well, you just mentioned your wife, Guya. Do you and your wife like come up with these recipes together, or what's that like for you and your family, Paul?
Actually, she's a great cook as well.
Oh
Ooh.
wow.
So recipes wise, it's funny. I'm Filipino,
Paul.
but when it comes to cooking Filipino food, my wife always beats me.
Really?
Yeah,
What makes you say that,
I cook
Kuya?
other things like, for example, I cook
Italian.
caldereta. I
Oh.
cooked caldereta for her,
Hmm.
and the caldereta took 4 or 5 hours for me to cook.
Hmm.
Mhm.
She cooked it in less than an hour using a crock pot.
Wow.
Wow.
And it was just like it was better than what I had.
Uh,
And I'm like, wow, like it's I cook very I guess elaborate,
mhm.
Mhm.
if anything.
I
But
see.
recipes, she does have a lot of recipes as well. And we
Awesome.
discuss recipes
Yeah.
like crazy. Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah,
yeah.
we need a Domingo branch.
Yeah.
Just a restaurant for the Domingos.
I know, right? Well, that's awesome. I mean, you mentioned your friends and family, Kuya. You mentioned,
Yes.
those around you that you're able to spend time with, and your
Yes.
wife, right? So, if you don't mind sharing with us, um, what was kind of like your journey of how you kind of got started as a chef, and what led you
Yeah.
to create the business, Kuya?
Well, history wise, my grandma owns a chain of supermarkets.
Okay,
Oh.
So technically, we're in the food industry.
that's right.
And I'm fortunate enough to have my grandma help me travel around the world to
Oh,
explore food
that's
and
right.
like nice restaurants,
Hmm.
good food and such like that. And in eating, all these different foods,
Right.
that's what inspired me to have a restaurant. My passion is grilling food.
Really? Okay.
I love grilled barbecue
Hmm.
and
Mm.
all that food, and cooking Italian food as
Right.
well and other foods. Um, but to build the restaurant, that came from me and my wife. Like we
Oh,
could have something. If you love grilling, why don't you try it out? But of
right.
course, everything starts with a prayer
Hmm.
and panata always.
Right.
Right.
And during along the way, believe me, there's lots of
Lots
challenges,
of
Right.
but
challenges,
you
I'm
just have
sure.
to stick with it,
Mhm.
um, go through with it, and everything will be provided.
Yeah.
Everyone will be
Mhm.
happy after that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's a living proof, right? That
Yes.
you're still here,
Yes.
you're still able to do that
Yes.
despite
Yes.
all of these challenges that you mentioned. You
Yes.
know, you
Yes.
you actually answered the other questions that we were gonna ask.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Like
We
what
did
kind
want
of
to ask,
yeah,
like what
what
are
kind
some
of
of the
challenges?
challenges or
Um, Challenges wise, always is staff.
stuff?
Right.
Staff for me is a challenge,
Hmm.
and you know you need someone who has the same passion as you, who
Right.
has
Mhm.
the same heart as you when it comes to food.
Right.
Hmm.
Um, so finding the right staff for me really is it's like having a friend over, and you're doing like having a friend over playing video games,
Hmm.
something like that. And we all have to drive at the restaurant. We all
That's
have to
true.
be
Everyone has to care,
yes,
Everyone
right?
needs
yes,
to
It's a
yes,
group
incorporate.
effort,
Mhm.
yes,
definitely.
yes.
I see.
And I see in our live chat, we have a couple of people who actually know of your talents as a chef. I
No
see
way.
Brother Jay Carlos says, I can
Oh,
attest, Karustan is a great chef.
oh,
All right, what else do we have in the live chats? There's so many comments. It's hard to keep
Hard to
up.
pick one.
What are you saying? Sister Jenica is asking, what's your favorite cuisine from your travels, Kuya Rustan?
um, that's tough.
Again, yeah, right?
That's tough. Well, my wife and I recently traveled to Tulum, and then we love the Mexican food,
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
those carnitas and
Oh,
such. And
wow.
when we traveled to the Philippines, I have a very good friend of mine who owns a restaurant called Angry Dobo.
Angry
Angry.
Dobo.
Yeah, the her adobo is amazing. It's
Oh,
like she stepped it up like 2-3 notches in terms of
Wow.
wow.
adobo,
Right?
and I didn't know it could be stepped up that way.
Even more, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
All
awesome.
right, real question, brother. Pork or chicken adobo?
Pork,
Pork,
I
pork,
agree.
pork,
I agree.
pork,
Pork
pork,
all the
pork,
way.
pork belly,
pork
Pork
belly.
belly.
pork
Mm.
belly
Yeah.
adobo. Yes.
That's funny you mentioned that because for the longest time in my house, we used to always eat chicken adobo,
Uh
but
huh.
in the last couple of years, we started having pork
Pork adobo.
adobo
Mhm.
Yeah.
instead, and it
Yeah.
does make a difference,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
It
Yes.
does.
It
So,
Yes.
does.
all right, thank you for sharing all that with us, Kuya Rustan.
Thank you. Thank
That
you.
was just an intro of our main discussion, just to kind of talk with Kuya Rustan about what it was like. We're gonna transition to the next part of our broadcast. Sister Jada will be leading us in our CFO in action.
Right. So let's give a quick update on the past and future activities going on in our district. So we recently had our CFO day on April 28th. I saw a lot of footage of that event. We had so many people attend, lots of food, lots of fun times, lots of friends, lots of family. So we were happy to have that. And we are looking forward to on May 5th, our CWS special gathering. So let's please look forward to that, po. And now let's go ahead and dive into our on air activity. Guess that recipe.
That's right. And actually, really quickly, before we head into our next activity, we did want to greet the ministers and workers that are tuning in with us today. Good morning to Ka Hansel. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, po. Thank you, Sister Regine, Ka Mark Buentipo, Ka June.
Kajun.
Thank you so much to all of our brethren tuning in. Continue to leave your greetings into the comment section, and we'll do our best to read them all throughout the morning. So we'll go ahead to our on-air activity, guess that recipe. So based off of the food dishes that we talked about so far today, we have a fun little game, mostly for Sister Jaden and I, actually. So we'll be presenting some sample recipes, and it will be me and Sister Jaden that has to guess what the recipes are. Okay, so these recipes have taken inspiration from Kuya Rustan's menu.
Oh,
So
right.
hopefully we can see if Kuya Rustan can maybe guess can guess with us as well. But
Okay.
this will be fun for me and Sister Jaden. So let's go ahead and guess that recipe. Let's go ahead with the first slide or the next slide. Po. Okay, so as you can see, we have recipe number 1. Okay, we're gonna have some flour, caster sugar. I see.
Yeast.
Okay, baking
milk.
powder. Okay, at the bottom, I think the biggest indicator to me is your choice of meat and choice of veggies.
You know, I thought that this was a dessert recipe until I saw the meat and
Meat and
veggies.
veggies.
I saw the
Okay.
flour, sugar, yeast. I
Flour,
thought
sugar,
baking.
yeast.
So maybe something bread related, definitely.
Yes, something bread related. Any type of guess, Sister Jaden?
I would say so, like a sandwich of some
Some
sort.
type of sandwich. I feel like maybe it's like some type of appetizer.
An appetizer.
That's what I think. I can't maybe list an exact meal, but
right. Like it's very little recipes.
Yeah,
So maybe
yeah.
not a full on meal. So how
Let's
about you,
go.
Brother Rista? Do you
Yeah.
think this looks familiar?
Yes, very,
Oh,
very familiar. I'll give you guys a hint.
A hint, okay.
Appetizer.
Okay, so
Appetizer.
the
So he
appetizer.
was so Brother
Okay.
Julian was correct.
So if we did our homework, Sister Jaden, and we looked at the menu of the restaurant,
Wouldn't it?
I can't remember
I
everything
think
from the menu.
I think I remember. I've been to his restaurant before. Actually,
have.
I had the pleasure of dining there
Come
with
on,
my
Jaden,
family.
we need your help right now.
Is it the what's it called? It's like a bun, but it has meat in it.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay, let's go to the next slide. Let's
The
see.
bao bun.
The
bao
steamed
bun.
bao buns. Okay, so that's where the choice of your choice of protein and choice of veggies comes into play.
Yeah, that is not a dessert. So
wow. Okay, there we go. So we have,
It can be a dessert.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
deep fried the bao bun and
Deep
put
fried.
condensed.
Oh,
It's like Krispy Kreme.
wow. Interesting.
yes.
See, so even with like a set recipe, you can always adjust it,
Yes,
kind of
yes,
play with it
yes.
to your liking.
Yes.
Like
yes.
we Rustan just said,
It can always evolve.
that's right.
Mhm.
It's not strictly an appetizer. It can
Yes.
be
Right.
whatever you want it to be.
Right.
All right. Let's
that's
go
that's
to
what's cool about cooking. You
Yeah.
get as creative as you want.
Yeah.
definitely. Let's go to the next slide, Paul.
Okay.
Longer slide.
A lot more ingredients.
Okay. I read the black pepper and bay leaves, and I'm already thinking
I think we were talking about this a lot
we
already.
were. And I see the chicken. Okay.
Definitely adobo.
I think
It's
there's
giving
something
adobo.
It's giving adobo. Okay, hold on. It's giving adobo
But there's also brown rice and there's eggs.
and eggs.
So
4
is
large
it like
eggs.
maybe like a fried rice?
A fried? Okay, I can see that.
Like a fried rice, fried adobo rice.
Adobo fried rice?
Maybe.
Maybe?
Or does
Adobo
this
fried
look
rice.
familiar? Is this also
Yes,
often?
yes, I know this.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know this.
He knows very much.
Yes.
It's giving adobo.
It's my lunch later.
It's your lunch later. I'm trying to. Okay, so the eggs, diced tomato. I think it's adobo fried rice.
I think it should be.
It's some meal.
It's a meal.
Yes.
All right.
Tumabol, nagbigay ng link.
Let's go ahead and see what the next slide is.
Sa orange cat.
Adobo loco
loco.
Loco.
That's what the egg is
Okay,
for.
that makes
huh?
sense.
Yeah.
But I thought the egg would be like mixed in with
Yeah.
the rice.
That's what I thought as well. But wow, that
That
looks
looks
good.
awesome.
That
So
looks good.
you're lucky enough
They
to
will
be
see.
eating that for lunch.
Oh yeah.
That's cool. It's kind of like a
They will see
Filipino
us.
Hawaiian fusion.
Yeah, no, it does.
Okay, proceed.
All right. I think we have one more. So let's go ahead and go to that final one. Let's see. Sugar, water,
Sugar, water.
evaporated milk,
Okay.
egg yolk.
Has
Oh.
to be, I think, dessert.
It's my favorite.
Is it your
Your
favorite? Is
favorite?
it something we might have been talking about earlier?
Yes.
Okay, so I
Pwede
don't
kang-
think this
ano
is
yung
the
kapilya?
coffee infused
Yeah, okay.
flan.
But maybe a regular.
I do
flan.
think, yeah,
Like
I
a
think,
leche flan.
You just
yeah,
finished.
the evaporated milk and egg yolks is kind of giving it away a little bit. So I want to say leche flan,
Yes,
right?
leche
I want to say
flan.
leche flan. Is that correct?
Yes.
Leche flan.
Yeah.
There we
gosh.
go.
My grandpa actually makes a really good leche flan
Oh,
as
yeah?
well.
Wow.
And you would
Alright.
say this is your favorite. Is this also served at the restaurant?
Not anymore. Because it takes a lot of time to do it,
I agree.
and our steamer is only it can only hold so.
Right. I feel like it would be ordered way too much if it was there.
Yeah.
All right.
Orange county.
Maybe we could go ahead and open up these questions through the live chat. So I know we were talking about, we mentioned an appetizer, an entree, talked about a dessert as well. So for everyone tuning in, I actually see Sister, I think is that Sister Narissa Carlos. It says
Yes,
leche flan.
And
So-
there's a leche flan emoji.
yeah. So she was also guessing. We also have Sister Heidi Javier guessing leche flan as well. So let us know. We've been talking about a lot of different foods. What are some of your maybe favorite? It doesn't have to be just Filipino. So all of our viewers tuning in, what is maybe one of your favorite dishes or recipes that you like to make? Let's go ahead and see.
That's open for everyone to answer. So you don't exactly have to be a business owner or restaurant chef to still be able to have dishes that we like to cook. Brother Julian, what do you like to cook? Do you ever cook?
See, that's a funny question. I want to learn how to cook actually. So
Oh,
my
okay.
my dad, he kind of taught himself how to cook, because I think he at the time when he was trying to learn how to cook, he just had some free time after work, and so he would look up YouTube videos.
Uh-huh.
Nowadays anyone
Yeah.
Right.
anyone posts anything,
Yes.
tutorials and all of those things like that. So he took it upon himself to take some family recipes, learn from other people, and kind of make things up as he goes.
Mm.
And I think that's something you were mentioning earlier, Kuristan. Like you can be creative,
Yes.
you can be
always.
unique with the recipes you make,
Yes.
right? Because what matters is what you enjoy,
Yes.
so to
absolutely,
speak, right?
absolutely.
So let's see who else. Oh,
Yeah.
Sister Majel also said she enjoys leche flan. Okay. So
All right. We're just waiting for those. Oh, someone said kapangpangan kare-kare. Ooh,
Second
kapangpangan
course.
kare-kare.
all right.
Man, they're making me hungry today.
Yeah.
I know. It's
Yeah.
it's
Good thing
only
it's almost lunchtime.
it's only 10:30, but I think right after this we might have to
Some breakfast.
head over to get maybe get a brunch.
I want to say my mom is a really good chef. She knows how to make classics, but she can also go off a brand new recipe. Like she's made a lot of different things of different cultures, and I would say something I like to cook that I learned from her was is chicken tinola.
Oh,
I love tinola. It's really good, especially when it's cold. So yes, I'd like to give that special thanks to my mom.
All right. So I think we do have a live report actually. Is there anyone joining us from another district po?
Yes po, from District of Virginia po. Hello po.
Hello
Can you
po.
hear us
Can
po?
you hear us?
Hello po. Yes
Hello
po.
po.
Yes po.
Opo. Can you introduce yourself for us po?
Yes po, I'm Sister Lucy Ancheta from the District of Virginia, and beside me is our District Supervising Minister, Brother Steve Inocencio, to tell about the just finished CFO day po namin.
Wow.
Oh, welcome po.
Thank you.
welcome
Thank
po.
you for joining us. Oh,
Hello,
he has
everyone.
a
God bless
CFO
you.
Day mug. You need one of those.
Yeah, we just conducted our CFO day activity here in Virginia, and it was a great activity. Everyone had a great time, and it strengthened the brotherhood. And I want a mug. See,
Oh,
Wow.
hi
wow.
everyone. Hi everyone.
Hello
Hello
po.
po.
Thank you so much for sharing
You
with
guys were
us.
making us. You guys were making us hungry a while ago. You guys were talking all about food. So
I know, right?
Yes.
You might have to come visit us here po in
Yes
Orange
po.
You're
County.
gonna have to try.
I think
some of
so. I think so.
Were there any
Well,
special
shout-
things that you would like to give, Paul? Any special thanks you would like to give today?
Well, special thanks to, of course, the administration. Special thanks to Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, to Brother Angelo Iranio Manalo. We conducted the CFO day. The whole district came together, and it was great. Everyone enjoyed it, and seems like some of them still don't want to leave. They already cleaned up everything, so they're still here.
They still
So
want to
anyway,
stay.
I just wanted to say hi, and I just wanted to say hi to everyone.
Oh yes,
And,
thank you, Paul.
Keep on going, brethren. Keep on going.
Thank you
Thank
po.
you,
Thank you
Doing a
so
great
much
job.
po.
Doing a
Thank
great
you
job.
so much for joining us
Thank
today.
you po. See you next time.
Nice to see all of you. Nice to see all of
po.
you.
Thank you po.
Thank you, Paul.
All right.
Thank you so much po.
Thank you
Thank you
po.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that was nice of them to join us and to share about their CFO day. So happy to
Yeah.
hear from brethren from across our country.
I know,
That's
right?
amazing.
So super fun. And they even said they were listening to us talk about, the
I
different,
know.
food,
the
right?
different foods as well. So I didn't even know that they were listening, but it goes to show,
Everyone
cook-
pays close attention.
exactly, right?
Cooking brings people
Cooking
together.
does bring people together, even from different parts of the world.
Right.
So unfortunately, that is the time that we have for today. Stan, we wanted to give special thank you so much.
Yes,
for
thank you so much for
joining
joining
us.
us
Thank you,
today.
guys.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
it's been super fun, and then there is one other thanks that we do want to give before we end out our show. We do Sister Jaden will actually, if you want to give our special thanks.
Yes. So first, for our special thanks, we'd like to thank our brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our executive minister, brother Angelo Irano V. Manalo, our CFO coordinator and SEPSI CEO, brother Hansel F. De Dios, our district minister, brother Andy Nicolas Jr., our district CFO overseer, and finally, brother Emmanuel Andaya, our executive producer. And followed by that, we want to give a special thanks to our Kuya Tech, brother Jeb Barrientos.
Happy
Today is his birthday, plus, so let's please all join in our live chat and greet our brother Jeb. He is the man behind our tech for all
That's
of our
right.
shows. So let's give a special thanks to him and wish him a very happy birthday, please.
That's right.
Let's get him some leche flan.
All right. Please continue to stay tuned to INCRadio, and we'll see you next week.
And we'd like to pass it over to INC Radio San Diego.